For the second year in a row, we headed to Dauphin Island, Alabama to chase one of the Gulf's biggest and baddest predators. We spent 2 days searching far and wide for these sickle-finned monsters. This could be a really... We got a tuna! Look at that big bastard, I told you! Big thank you to Saltwater Sportsman for this trip of a lifetime. Good morning, everybody. Victor here. I got my best bud, Ryan, with me.
What's up?
We got Brookie in the back. We are aboard Capt Kurt charters deep in the Gulf of Mexico. And we're doing one of our favorite things today, and that is searching for giant tuna. Tuna ate my shark. So it is really early in the morning, and when you're tuna fishing, a lot of people call it tuna wishing, because you're basically searching open water for miles and miles and miles, and you're looking at things like oil rigs or anything that supports life. So we're looking for bait balls, birds. We got birds all up in the sky, but when they're sitting in the water like that or just hovering, not really a good sign, because it means that no fish are popping up. So we're waiting for these tuna to pop up, as they say, and we're just gonna keep going up and down in the Gulf of Mexico looking for these tuna. We got a beautiful flat calm ocean, spirits are high, had a nice ride on the 39 contender, and we're gonna catch some tuna.
We basically there's a bunch of shrimp boats right here, and it's a good spot for we marking a bunch of bait that's just not coming up. Just stop here and taking a look, see if we can see these fish pop up on the water and start feeding. If we do, then we're liable to catch a bunch.
So one way to get these tuna, you guys see all these shrimp boats in the Gulf of Mexico? They shrimp all night long. They drag nets at night because that's when the shrimp are active. During the day, they kind of go down and settle. So right now in the morning, these shrimp boats will anchor up and they're gonna sort out their catch. So what I mean is they're separating the bycatch. So all the fish and stuff that's not a shrimp, they're gonna toss overboard. It's an unfortunate part in the industry, but it is what it is. A lot of times what we'll do as fishermen, we'll go up to the shrimp boat and we'll trade them things like beer for the chum, for the bycatch, so that way we can chum up tuna. We haven't heard much on the radio. We're kind of just popping from shrimp boat to shrimp boat. Seen a lot of birds in the area, but not any of the tuna coming up and feeding yet. You know that the tuna are here, but they're just not feeding. Oh, there's something. Almost felt like I see a shark. I think I got cut. Lots of sharks. Oh my gosh. Woo! Now we're in an area called the Horseshoe. If you look around, there's actually boats everywhere here, and it seems like everyone's doing the same thing. They're waiting for these tuna to pop up. There's birds in the area.
Yep, we finally marked some fish. It looks pretty good right here. It's been a minute. All right, y'all toss that out. There we go. There we go.
Okay, so I hooked up on the no live bait needed, and initially I was like positive this was a shark. Definitely still could be, but the thing is we're fishing bait right now. We're fishing dead chunks. We haven't hooked any sharks, so I'm holding out hope that this could be a really big tuna. Things moving fast and we're starting to get tail beats.
Tuna ate my shark. That's what happened, y'all.
That thing just made me do a roundabout around the boat. Really waking up. Crazy.
Hey, is that a nice rod you got?
All right, wind on him, land shark.
Yeah?
Yeah, wind on him. You going back?
Yep.
Tell me when. Good?
Yep. All right, let's do it.
This is time.
Tuna, that looks like a tuna.
I was making minimal progress on this fish.
Yeah, that is right there.
Yeah.
That's his tail moving. You know,
The situation is not good.
So I wasn't making any good progress.
I'm not
we're still
making any
not
progress
100% sure shark or tuna. It's tuna enough that we don't want to break it off. But if it is a tuna, we need to gain on this thing because there are sharks in this area. So we got Vic on the rod to at least have some fresh legs, fresh arms. I'll hop back on in a sec.
We got it on the front.
I got it. Got color.
It's a tuna.
Tuna.
It's a big tuna.
Big tuna.
Big tuna.
Ready to harpoon.
Under the boat, under the boat, under the boat.
Let me grab that.
Watch out, watch out.
Hey, take this gas back here. Be on the other side of him.
Oh my God, Kurt.
Look at that big bastard! I told you, you little skinny runt! Is this what we came for?
That's a 200 pounder.
That's what
Oh
we
my
came for.
God. Oh my God, dude, I can't believe
Hold my
this.
legs.
Why can't you believe it? I can't. Who you want to play with?
That's true, man. Come on.
Why can't you believe it? I told you I had special powers. He's got two of them, one on both sides. Oh yeah. Whoa! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! All right, ready?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!
Capt Kurt, Magnums only. Oh my God. Holy smokes.
Oh, y'all the best.
Anybody who's ever fought a big fish on a spinning reel knows what a workout it is. I was on the rod for 5 minutes. Ryan fought it like a champ for like 25 minutes. He poured his heart and soul into this fish. We've caught tunas this size. I would say this is the hardest fighting tuna we've ever encountered pound for pound. It thing kicked our ass.
Crazy. Lucked out, man, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to get him on the boat.
This time last year, actually, this exact day, we were here with Kurt, and Ryan and I both caught like 130, 150 pound yellowfins on this very boat. This fish that we just caught, smoked them. I mean, this fish was mean and green, did not want to come up, fought him for 3 times as long as we did the fish last year. So we're still in this area called the Horseshoe, driving up and down, trying to mark fish. When Ryan caught his fish, we marked him on the GPS, and the boys were chunking, trying to get him chummed up. And let me show you guys. This is what Ryan caught him on. He was just bouncing this underneath the boat. Kind of mimics like a squid or an eel or whatever, a bait fish, right? We weren't sure. When he first hooked it, it was acting a lot like a shark, and after catching and hooking sharks all day, your spirits are kind of down. You don't think it's going to be a tuna, but sure enough, it turned out to be a giant yellowfin. So we're going to set up our spread again, and hopefully we get another one on the deck here soon.
All right, go ahead. They're right here. See them all? Look at this. There they are.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. When you see the fish that you've been after, and then you mark them, and your buddy caught one, and you're doing the exact same thing, and the potential's there, you get real excited. So I'm dropping this, that soft plastic, no live bait needed, like, we're marking them anywhere from like 100 to 150 feet down underneath the boat. So what Kurt and Lester are doing is they're constantly chunking, and they're also putting out a chunk on a little circle hook to go with the chunk, so that way those tuna just think it's a natural piece of bait floating with the chum. Tuna are really aggressive. They'll come up and eat live baits, but they'll also be stupid and just eat dead baits just floating in the current. So we're trying to bring them to the boat right now. Kurt was driving around until we marked them, found a nice pot of fish, and now hopefully with the chum we'll be able to keep them around the boat. I got bad news to share with you guys. The fun is over for today, but we're gonna come back out here tomorrow, hit it early in the morning, do a mixture of tuna fishing and bottom fishing. Hopefully Ricky and I get on the board with the tuna tomorrow, but it's a long ride in, and today's not a... Last time you guys saw, we stayed well into the night, but this is a different trip, so we're gonna head back in now. Check it out, boys and girls, we're back out. It's a beautiful, flat, calm ocean. And a quick shout out to Pelagic because they covered us in head to toe with all this nice gear.
Don't we
Ryan's
look
rocking the
good?
bibs.
I think we look pretty good.
I like the matching bibs.
Pelagic.
Underwear Pelagic, socks Pelagic.
Thongs Pelagic. What?
But in all honesty, you guys check them out, linked below. What we got going on is the whole fleet is out here. If you guys take a look around, there's boats everywhere. We tried it all yesterday. We tried running around the ocean looking for fish, but it seems like there's big fish around, just not a lot of them. There was a 200-pounder caught yesterday, 150 on this boat. So we're just gonna go ahead and toss these things. There's no live bait needed, stray tails. These tuna are not coming up top. They're eating, but they're feeding down deep. So we're gonna try to get them down there about 100 foot underneath the boat.
Oh my god.
That's what we wanted.
Holy smokes. You wanna take your bibs off or no?
Yeah.
Huh?
Ready? We learned yesterday that if you strip the bibs off, strip the layers off, fighting the fish, it's significantly easier. Oh shoot, I had to put shorts on today.
Oh yeah. Look out them heels.
Well, I was almost just in my whitey tighties.
I got him up 10 feet, Ryan.
That's funny.
Pour him out.
To studs again.
Ready, good?
1, 2.
In the boat.
Dude, it's as big as the one yesterday.
God, what a
Oh
difference.
my god, you picked that thing's butt. What was that, a
That boy bought
5-minute fight? How long do you think you caught it? 5 minutes?
Oh yeah, probably 5 minutes.
That was crazy.
We are marking. You can see the tuna. Ryan just caught one. There's one on the deck. It's like the most frustrating thing, thinking, what am I doing wrong? Whew. Come on. These tuna are staying real deep. They're all like 150 to 125 feet underneath the boat. It's not good.
I'm on.
Oh, there he is! Come on, double!
On the drop.
I just got
literally on
freaking
the drop,
caught.
and the line just started shooting off the freaking spool. Oh my god! Oh yeah! Okay. No, he's there. He's there.
Okay, she's all ready. She's got her hair fixed, everything. Pull your pants up. Put your big girl pants on.
Big girl pants are on, baby.
All right, here we go.
That's right.
She's fixing to catch her personal best. What she's used to doing on here.
That's right.
I know.
Look at that. Oh man, he's sounding.
Well,
My rule in the game is just don't break him off. There's nothing out here for him to break us off for. We just want to get him in. We got a monster on, guys. Magnum, true Magnum.
Ryan's got a fish on the deck. Brooke's got a big yellowfin on, and she has been crushing it. Fighting yellowfins is probably like the toughest thing you could possibly do on a spinning reel, and she's absolutely owning this fish.
don't do it. Don't. No!
This is an angry, angry fish, man.
See him come up top for 1 second, and he looked around and said, nope. Ah!
Get the reel, get the reel. Some fish are just mean, man. You have 250-pound fish and one is completely different than the other, and this fish has some mean streak in him.
Hello, is it for Brooke? Hello? Oh, hang on, she's on the other line.
We got a tuna on! All right, Brookie's still hooked up on her fish. I took this rod from Ryan because I have not caught one yet.
All right, we got the big daddy juice on this one. So let's Big Daddy his ass in. Don't we have?
Big Daddy. Yeah, we got heavy drag and heavy braid on this.
Hopefully he's jumping down deeper.
Risky situation having 2 fish on at once.
It's a dangerous situation, guys.
Keep yours over there.
Huh?
Keep yours over there.
All right, I'll do that, babe.
Keep yours about 200 feet down. I'll keep mine up here. Come on, baby. Come on. Get your ass in the freaking boat. I'm tired of your bull.
A lot can go wrong right now, but we're going to do our best to get both these fish in. Got a double hook up. Our line's looking kind of tightly close.
All right, first
All right, we're going to go. We're going to switch sides in just a minute. Go. Yep. Over and under.
I'm under you. Right?
Ready? Just let go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Now he wants to go back that way.
Walk on back, bro. All right, right there.
Ah! Anybody who's been in this position knows the pain. When these tuna get straight up and down with you like this, it is the most painful thing. They just pinwheel.
Walk up, Victor.
Walk that way.
Okay. This way, this way.
The other way, the other way, the other way.
Other way?
Ryan under.
Under, Ryan?
I don't think that's right. Is it? Kind of.
All right. There we go. That's it. That's it.
Oh, thank God.
All right, so what we just
Good
did,
work, guys. Good work.
we all loosened. Brick and I both loosened up our reels. We got tangled. We got 2 fish on trying to get, I guess, near each other. That could be really bad. If you don't loosen that drag and you have 2 tight lines with tunas going opposite ways, you could go zing pow real fast. This is a super special area and special time of year because these tuna come here in the Gulf and they gorge themselves, get nice and fat in the wintertime. Kurt's out here out of Dauphin Island, Alabama, and then you also got the Louisiana guys who come here to this area. And you see all these boats out here, all the rods doubled over. Just a super special place.
Yeah.
So amazing how every single fish has a different personality. That fish, Brick's been fighting for probably 45 minutes, and it just does not want to give up. I don't know what happened. Wow. You guys, that fish was 20 feet under the boat. Hey, you gotta get her fishing. I think mine got sharked, Kurt.
Huh?
I think mine got sharked. I think that's why hers is going up top. Better scare the shark with the...
Not happy.
He's right there!
Come on, baby.
You ready, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at this. That's freaking insane. I need you to grab this, Vic.
Got it. Move the gaff. Come on, Tuna! You got a day with Kurt Tillman. You know, I got to fight everyone else's fish except my damn own. I'm just warming up. Oh, he's right there, guys. We got collar. Come on. All right, he's off the side now.
Okay.
Not that deep. Look at them freckles, baby!
Hold on.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. Dude, this fish is
Yeah, you're
still
good.
pumping. Ready? 1, 2.
Oh my god!
Look at it. It's still going, dude. Did not want to quit at all.
It's freaking crazy. I'm exhausted.
Well deserved.
10 out of
That
10
is
landing.
insane. That is a nice fish box there, baby.
I didn't even jig it. It was on the sink. Are you kidding me?
He's on, he's on.
Come on, this fish don't know he's hooked. What is going on? Fighting really weird. Like he's wrapped. Oh, he was wrapped around the tail. That's what happened.
That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
I know I'm gonna run him down.
It did something so weird at the beginning.
I left the rod in the rod holder. Brookie was putting her fish in the coffin box, and as it was sinking, it got ate. Quick trip to the tuna grocery store. This fish don't know he's. You see how he's all wrapped up.
Yeah, yeah. What happens is these fish are so fast when they're swimming away, and they get tail wrapped. And that's what happened right here. We got one tail wrapped. He's probably going to come in real quick. You have to be real careful when we get him.
I'll tell you guys what. Literally, I was thinking this could happen.
He's right there. I got color.
While we were fighting the last fish, I was like, man, I just need to rig up all the rods just to be ready.
Hey, get ready. He's going to come in tail wrapped.
It's coming in.
Oh! Man,
Damn.
Look at him.
There he
He's
goes.
literally right there.
I
Jump
got
in.
the worst luck of all time.
Oh. He was tail wrapped.
Oh my god.
When they get tail wrapped, you just can't put that much heat on them.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, it's obvious that these fish are bigger than the fish.
There it is.
Go, come on.
Stay. I cannot catch a break, man. I have the worst luck of anyone in this fleet. You.
Sorry.
Oh, he freaking jumped! Oh, he jumped right into the freaking line. There we go. Bastard. Don't know. Shark. That could be it!
Come on.
That might be it.
That might be it. It looks a lot sharky, less sharky than the other ones. I'll get you a new battery. Unless you even want that.
I think it's the one.
Tell me about your despairs and
There's no despairs. At the end of the day, listen, I got to see my wife catch a stud tuna, the biggest one she's ever caught.
Actually bigger than he's ever caught.
Yep. I got to see Ryan pull on 2 giant fish. Kurt's been making us laugh all day long. If this is a big tuna, I'll be happy. But if it's not, so be it. We had the time of our lives the last 2 days. But I will say, this is fighting a lot better than a shark. Is it a jack? It's an amberjack, isn't it? Look at how pink he is. That's like the pinkest amberjack I've ever seen. Dude, he's so pink. Look at that. That jig has been an absolute MVP this whole trip. Every single tuna and shark that we've hooked has been on this no live bait needed right here. Cool little amberjack. Kurt says we gotta let him go. They're probably out of season. Huge shout out to Saltwater Sportsman for sending us on this trip. You guys have seen this is the second year we've done it in a row. And what's really cool is Brooke, Ryan, and I have all been featured in their magazine. And I don't know about you guys, but when I was a little kid, I loved fishing magazines. Seeing all the pictures and seeing all the destinations, and the fact that now, you know, we're old enough to go on these trips, and it's a dream come true filming these videos for you guys. And we're actually gonna be featured in an upcoming issue of Saltwater Sportsman. If you guys want to check that out, you can subscribe to Saltwater Sportsman magazine. I'm going to have it linked below. And they're actually doing a giveaway on a 30-foot soulless boat. You guys can check that out as well. You got to enter that sweepstakes to win that boat potentially. But yeah, just a great company, and very thankful that they're sending us on all these trips. I got another little AJ right here, another little amberjack. Captain Kurt done it again for us.
Put them on the magnums.
You guys, we're going home with 350-pound tuna, and you can't ask for a better day than that. So if you are in the area, Dauphin Island, Alabama, make it a point to come here. This is one of the best tuna fisheries in the world, one of the best captains I've ever fished with. Kurt is on the wheel all day long. He wants to make sure you guys catch fish. He will run as far as he needs to. This guy is dialed in, and I mean, you see it 2 years in a row now on the tuna, so check him out, link below.
We just get their personal best when they come here. We want to get some good ones.
You guys can find Captain Kurt, CaptainKurtCharters.com, also linked below.
Thanks, come see me.
So we got in really late, and we're gonna fillet these fish tomorrow, let them get nice and cold. So we're just gutting them right now, packing them with ice, putting them in fish bags, and then we'll see you here tomorrow morning. We got home really late last night, so we decided to leave the fish on coolers on ice, cored them out, got all the guts out, make sure they're nice and firm, and then fillet them up using an 8-inch Max Flex knife. And I like to start right here in the hardest part of the fish, right here. Yellowfin tuna, look at that fin. Gorgeous thing about these fish, their fins, their sickles. But right here they got like a really hard plate, so we're gonna start in the hardest section. And you gotta really give it some oomph when you go through it, just like that. And we're just gonna outline our yellowfin from the head down to the tail. Now, I like to work from the tail up towards the head, getting my knife right on that yellowfin's spine. And basically all I'm doing is I'm going down the length of the fish until I get to its backbone, or that center bone. Best way to separate the loins on a yellowfin, if you look right here, they got kind of like a center line. You want to go on one side of that center line, that blood line. So take your knife. We're going to go right down the middle of this fish. So I'm essentially splitting it down the length of the bloodline, which is the part of the fish we're going to leave anyway. And it basically will lead you right to the middle of the tail, just like so. Make one more pass through. Now let's see that beautiful top loin. Look at that. Gorgeous. So we got a little system going. I'm working on the fish. Ryan is breaking down the tuna into smaller sections. And then once it's in smaller sections, Brookie is drying them off with a paper towel. You guys explain why you're doing what you're doing.
Okay. So if I were to try and skin this entire loin in one shot, number one, it would take me a little bit of time. And then number two, all I would end up doing is cutting that into smaller sections after. So what I'm doing is I'm sectioning it out now, leaving a thin layer of meat on the skin, and then I'm basically cleaning them up, just rough cuts, right? So I'm going to remove some of this bloodline. Harder for you guys to see because the orientation, but basically peeling that off with the knife, and I'm also going to cut off some of this sinew. It's really fibrous. It's not going to have a very good texture. It's going to be really chewy. So we're going to remove that, the stuff that we don't want on the table. And then I'm handing these loins off to Brooke. So just one sec. So passing this semi-cleaned off loin to Brooke.
Now what I'm doing is I'm the paper towel Ziploc girl. And you never want to rinse your saltwater fillets off with fresh water. So what we're doing is we're actually taking an extra step by removing any extra blood, moisture, scales, anything off of these fish before we put them in the Ziploc to go home 12 hours. So I think we have about a dozen Ziplocs this size already, and we're gonna need some more Ziplocs because we have a whole other fish left to do. But with just 2 fish, that was 12 Ziplocs worth of fish to bring home for all of our friends and family.
2.5 gallon Ziplocs. We're gonna have to downsize to 1 gallon Ziploc. So it's a lot of fish.
So I'm gonna go ahead and continue working on this bottom loin. That fish bag right there is full to the brim with tuna. So you know our friends and family are gonna be very happy. And I'll see you guys back home in Pompano. When we were on our way to Alabama, you guys heard me mention that I was really sick. And I unfortunately got the entire group sick. So no big family dinner. Brooke and I are recovering. She is not feeling too good. So we didn't invite the whole family over because we were really sick and didn't want to infect our friends and family. But look at this. We got 2 gorgeous pieces of yellowfin tuna for Brookie and I for dinner. And it's crazy because we've had this fish in our fridge all week and it's the first we're eating it because we just haven't had much of an appetite and I didn't want to not be able to taste this fish. But if you guys look, normally when you catch yellowfin tuna, it's a much redder, brighter color. But these fish apparently, a lot of the local guys say that these fish are so full of fat, which is great for tuna. You can see all that little white striation in there. It's just supposed to be like the best yellowfin you've ever had. We've given so many different bags away to our friends and family and they said it's hands down the best yellowfin they've ever had. And it's because these fish are just gorging themselves on things called menhaden or pogie out there offshore, which are super oily, so they're just getting really fat for the winter time. Cardamom is, I would say, kind of similar to ginger in the sense that you can really wakes up the nostrils. Just super aromatic and fresh tasting, but also you can overdo it, so I'm not gonna go with too much. Now it's something earthy. We're gonna do some garlic powder, coriander, and then some ginger. So just a super flavorful crust we're gonna try to get on this tuna, as well as some salt, decent amount. So that way it penetrates deep into the middle of that fish. Some freshly cracked pepper. Normally when you guys see us do a tuna catch and cook, we usually have like a really big sushi night and invite our friends and family over. But like I said, we're sick, so that's not happening. But we luckily got to share that fish with everyone. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Just look at that. It's like no yellowfin I have ever seen in my entire life. It just looks, it almost looks like bluefin. It's got that color. It's got that like fat glistening to it. I remember when we were filleting at the fillet table, my fingers were so oily and yeah. So let's do the same thing on the other side. So nice heavy cast iron pan. I'm gonna go down with some avocado oil. Now going in. The hot oil. Kind of press them down because they are big pieces. Medium rare is right where you want it for a tuna. Can you get some vertical, please? Ready? So now we're gonna give our first fillet flip. You guys see that it's still pink in the middle? Look at that. Perfect brown crust on there. I took a sneak peek of the fish while Brookie was cleaning the lens. Without a doubt, the best yellowfin I've ever had. So check this out. Look at this warm pink center. That is how I like to eat my tuna. I don't know about you, but I think it's criminal if you overcook tuna. So what we're gonna do is for our tacos, just little strips like this. Look at that. It's like the steak of the sea. Lots of flavor. You see that crust? Your boy Vic came through with the crust. Very flavorful. I really wish the family was here. Well, it's such a treat when we get these big tuna steaks because you can't do this with a lot of fish. We catch blackfins in our area, but you just don't get those big shoulder pieces like you do with this. I mean, come on. That almost looks like a nice chunk of ribeye right there. That melts in your mouth. The most similar thing to eating steak from the ocean would be this right here. Especially this section This was, if you look, this is more of that belly section. You guys can kind of see how it transitions. There's so much fat in there. I'm not trying to make you guys jealous, but if you're not getting jealous, looking at that right there, All right, some tuna. That is a $30 plate of fish tacos right there, if I've ever seen it. You'd get charged like crazy at a restaurant. Some cilantro. Cilantro.
These don't really look like the best tacos you've ever made, Rick.
They're not aesthetically pleasing, but they're gonna taste great. And then some fresh lime juice. And then my favorite, I used to be a Tapatio guy, but Cholula's really been speaking to me these days. Some Cholula. All right, I wanna thank you guys so much for watching. Bricky doesn't feel good, so she's not gonna be on video. But if you guys want a trip like this, check out Capt Kurt. I'm gonna have all his stuff linked below, as well as all of Saltwater Sportsman's stuff linked below. Like I said, you guys have a shot to win that Solus boat if you guys sign up for Saltwater Sportsman and enter that giveaway. Great magazine. We've been featured in it a lot lately, and I like to support the companies that support us, so check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.